everyone, and welcome back. My name is Heather Stamper, and today is a book talk day. And today I go into the realm of children's literature. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Wild Robot by Peter Brown. At my school, we made The Wild Robot our one book, one school thing. So I knew about it in advance, and I was able to read/listen to it during the summer. So I had a general idea of what was about. I wanted to wait to do this video until after we had finished the whole thing as a one book, one school experience, because I didn't want to give any spoilers away. And I'm still not going to give any spoilers away. So there. This book was amazing. 5 out of 5 bookmarks. I'm going to say it right up front. The story is about a robot who, while in its packaging before it's activated, gets stranded on this deserted island with nothing but animals on it. And when the otters are playing around on the beach, that's how this robot gets activated. And for short, they call her Roz. It's a Rosm robot, and it has a big long number that goes with it. The robot doesn't know what its purpose is, doesn't know anything else other than that, well, this is where I've always been, because she has no memory of being built in the factory or anything like that. It's like, this is my home. I need to learn to adapt to my home. She had to learn how to stay away from getting wet to keep her circuits in check. She had to learn how to survive the weather and, storms and, animal attacks and things like that. And at first it was very awkward beginning for her. I say her, technically the Rosm robot has no gender, but when I listened to the audiobook, it was read by a woman, and so therefore she. Sure. So anyway, the Rosm robot, Roz, is like, she sits and in camouflage observes all the animals on the island, because anytime she makes her presence known to the animals, they all run away. I mean, who wouldn't? If you are a wild animal creature and you see this big shiny thing that moves around and stomps around your forest, yeah, you'd probably think it was a monster too. All she wants to do is learn how to survive. So she camouflages herself and just observes the animals. And by observing the animals, she learns how to speak the language of the animals in their various dialects. So she starts wandering around the forest, speaking in, bear and otter and goose and owl, and keeps saying, hello, my name is Roz. I am not a monster. I am a robot, and at first nobody wanted to help her, because there's like, no, you're weird, you're strange, and you don't belong here on our island. Go away. Very powerful message to teach young children about acceptance. I like that. Then an accident happens. There is a landslide, and this nest of goose eggs get destroyed, along with the mother and father goose. All that is left is this one egg. And so Roz feels horrible about this whole situation, as much as a robot can feel things. And she takes the egg and she basically adopts it. And she has this goose son named Brightbill, because his beak is so bright. And that's how she ended up getting acceptance from the other animals, because she needed their help to raise this gosling. She didn't know what it ate. She didn't know how to keep it safe. And so she had to speak to the other geese. The geese were like, okay, yeah, we'll help you out. The beavers say, hey, you're going to need a house. You're going to need a nest for the gosling. Let's help you out, so on and so forth. And because of that, now she has a whole family of animals that look out for her, and she teaches them things and they teach her things, and it's all around good. But the problem occurs when the makers, as they're called, send other robots to retrieve the wreckage from the ship that went down, that caused her to be stranded in the first place, and to locate all of the robot parts, pieces, if there's anything viable they can use back at the factory. The robots that come to the island see Roz, and they say they believe now that she is defective, because she doesn't act like the other robots. She acts like a wild animal. So now becomes a fight for her life and for the lives of her animal friends and family. And it's just a really beautifully done book with layers upon layers of messaging. You could take it as deep or as shallow as you wanted to. So, I mean, it made for a really good read for kindergarten through fifth grade. I would say maybe for the kindergarten, keep it real shallow because there's some intense moments in there, involving loss and things like that. My second graders, it's just like they got teared up at different moments in the book, and there's like they got all the feels and the chills, and they laughed along with her, and we had great discussions about what does it mean to be a good friend, and what it means to help others, and what would you do if you were in this situation type of deal. So yeah, Wild Robot, highly recommend it. 5 out of 5 bookmarks. Read it, enjoy it, embrace it. There's a second book. My students were very upset to hear that there was a second book and that I wouldn't be reading it to them. Why? Because I want them to read it for themselves. Read for themselves? What a concept. If you like these type of videos, please click like and subscribe and ding-a-ling the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.